did get busted for the what do you call it? The
crab legs.
Autograph thing.
Oh, I was gonna say the crab legs.
Oh, that too. Well, he didn't get penalized for that. He didn't get a suspension or anything.
Oh, no, maybe you were thinking of the time where he stood up in the middle of the college union and yelled that obscenity.
Oh.
No, he didn't get penalized for that, too.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of Jameis Winston. I think he's a great athlete, great kid, friend of the show. That's my plug for me and Jameis Winston being best friends. There's probably going to be some cease and desist orders from Jameis Winston's attorneys from me talking about our friendship. But, yeah, Winston, I don't think this was a big deal. Everybody overreacted to it because it's Jameis Winston, just like everything else. If it would have been, Peyton, well, I guess bad example, but if it would have been Bryce Petty or something like that, or JT Barrett, they'd just been like, oh, he's just being aggressive. He just wants the next play. Because it's Jameis Winston. He should have been ejected. He was a terrible person. That's my take on it.
All right. Now I got to read this reporting from Adam Schefter at ESPN.com. Denver Broncos President Joe Ellis and Vice President Mac Freeman have both talked to the team's scoreboard operator about appropriate guidelines, team officials told ESPN. The talks come in the wake of incidents that occurred during the Broncos' last home game, a 35-21 victory over the San Diego Chargers on October 23rd. Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning was critical of the scoreboard operator's antics near the end of the game. Manning had also taken exception to disrespectful treatment of Chargers quarterback Phillip Rivers during the second half. Is this just absolutely the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard in your entire life?
What? You know what? Maybe Peyton should worry more about his postseason blunders than what a scoreboard operator's doing. Who cares? It's a scoreboard. I mean, how many? Okay, they put up kiss cams all the time and make, sometimes they get brothers and sisters up there on the kiss cam. Scoreboard operator, they make mistakes, okay? Cut the guy some slack. Let's not get this. Peyton's trying to get some guy who's making not that much money to operate a scoreboard into some trouble for nothing. Peyton, shut up and worry about yourself and your poor playoff performances.
All right, and this, according to this from Brett McMurphy at ESPN.com, college football's inaugural 4-team playoff is still weeks away, but the FBS head coaches already prefer an 8-team playoff. Of the coaches who voted in ESPN's weekly poll, 44% want an 8-team playoff, compared with 29% for the current 4-team playoff. Where do you stand, Bob, on the college football playoff?
Could we just have a playoff first before we get into expanding it? I mean, this is ridiculous. Look at, the playoffs in baseball. It went from just whoever won the league, playing in the World Series. It just grew over time. And eventually every team, and same thing in the NBA. It just went from the top 4 teams. Now it's 8 teams in each conference. Let's see how it works with 4 teams for a few years. I do think the right number is 6. And 2 teams get a bye.
I hate buys. I hate buys.
You hate that?
I hate buys. I hate them.
Well, then don't get a bye. Get into the 3 through 6 range, and you'll be fine.
I hate buys. I hate buys. I hate them with a passion.
I think 8's too many. I think you water down the product at that point.
It's the same amount of weeks, though. The only difference is that you have 2 teams not playing in one model, and you have them playing in the other model.
Well, I don't know. I just stick to 4, I guess. I think 8's too many, and I don't know. You're just watering down the product already.
It kind of creates this huge Russian doll syndrome where it's like, where do you draw the line? It's okay, 4 wasn't enough. Well, 8's not enough. Well, my school was the number 9 team 3 years in a row. That's not going to work. We need to go to 16 teams.
Yeah. Let's just see how this 4-team playoff works for about 5 years, And if there's legitimate gripes for, an 8-team playoff, then let's see what an 8-team playoff does. But the money's probably there. This is what the college football coaches want, is an 8-team playoff means they're going to make more money. Because if they don't get into the 4-team, it gives them a better chance at making more money by getting into a playoff type system. So I don't know. It's stupid. Let's go 4 teams, see how it works. If it's not good enough, then we'll try.
Always follow the money.
Exactly. Yeah, money will make you happy, is what I know.
Yeah. Well, it may not make you happy, but I'd much rather cry in a palace.
Yeah.
One last topic here. Obviously, we mentioned the New York Giants lost to the Dallas Cowboys. Is it time to blow up the Giants?
No. Because I'm telling you, every time there's these type of seasons, when it looks like it's time to get rid of Eli, time to get rid of Coughlin, they wind up winning the Super Bowl. And I believe the Patriots are on the schedule next year. And anytime the Patriots are on the schedule, the Giants win the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna say give it one more year. What's it gonna hurt? Plus, I believe Eli's contract is over after next year. So just play it out one more year with Eli. See how it works. Give him another year in this new offense. They Victor Cruz will be back. Beckham started to be a good player. I think I still say I'm going to be patient with it. Mm-hmm. So, and sadly, that is the end of the Bob Sullivan Show for this Sunday night. Want to listen? Go to Spreaker.com, search Late Night Sports Radio. Probably next Sunday because I'm not doing Thanksgiving. Good night. I'll talk to you soon.